And so she was getting perturbed. I'm going to tell on her. She was getting perturbed. She's like, what in the fuck? So you guys are going back and forth being like, no, it's this time over here in Bushmanistan, wherever the fuck Cassie lives.
Holland. I live in Holland.
Okay, Holland, same difference. And Jenny and I are like, well, like, are we the only ones that have daylight savings time anymore?
No. You're totally fucking up the story. But
Am I? Okay, I'm sorry.
Up to your, yeah. I love how you're. Am
I mansplaining it? Is that what this is?
No. You tell your version of it, and then
okay.
Tell you what really happened.
Okay. Well, anyway, so we're like, and Jenny's like, and God damn it, I have this sliding ass chart thing that whatever Cassie made for me to figure out time zones. Uh-huh. And I know that I was right whenever I said whatever the time was that we're supposed to be meeting.
I looked at the chart.
And I looked at the chart and she's like, do you think the chart could change? She's asking me. And I'm like, I don't know. Why don't you fucking ask the person that made the chart? She's in Holland or Scandinavia or Pekmakistan, whatever it is.
Northern Europe.
Are you done with your version of?
Yeah, that was my version.
Okay, that's not at all what happened.
This is my favorite day ever.
This is the first time Brian and myself.
Jenny goes into the
soundproof really TV. So she sounds like shit right now because she's 5 feet away from her microphone.
Okay, is that better, sir?
A little bit, yeah.
God, it was so good last time. Anyway, so I'm like, I'm early. This is awesome. We were probably about 10 to 15 minutes early. I had already texted Cass, hey, I'm actually going to be early if that works better for you because I know it's really late and you've got something cool you're going to tell me later about what you're doing with your life tomorrow. And you wanted to not be in bed super, super late. So completely fine. And it never works out to where I'm early. So I'm all excited. And we sit down, Brian and I catch up on just random stuff. And I see it's not even 8:00 yet.
You're like, I'm logged in. And I look at my phone. I'm like, bitch, it's 7:47. Like we just had ordered dinner and a glass of wine. I'm like, what is she talking about?
Yeah. You're like, it's not even 8 yet. And I was like, okay, that has the tone. Like you're not even close to being where you need to be. And so I'm like, I look at the spreadsheet because this would not be the first time that I couldn't read the fucking time zone chart. And so I look at it and I'm like, nope. I screenshot it, circle it, send it. And you can see my time screenshot in that time. Cassie texts her screenshot of her time. And it says 7:50 at that time. I'm like, I know you're not lying. She's like, daylight savings time. We don't have daylight savings time until Sunday is just, something we didn't consider.
It's just very fragile. You guys could fall away from each other any moment, just over time zones.
It's tragic, really.
Whatever happened to that one podcast about time zones?
Time zones fucked everything up, and they won't even talk to each other anymore.
Difficult. And what's funny is they warned us about the time change last week because we obviously interact with the States quite often for work.
So I don't really know whose fault this is.
Okay, but here's the deal. Here is actually, I'm going to finish the part of what Brian messed up. So when I said, okay, she says it's not even 8 yet. Well, I used her chart and he goes, well, we're the only place that does daylight savings time, so that couldn't be it. Exactly what you said. I said, I don't know. And I said, oh, she says daylight savings time. And what was the other wrong thing that you said?
I don't know. I never say anything wrong.
Okay. Your story was great, but It was a story.
The effort's appreciated, both of you.
So it's my fault that you guys can't figure out what the damn time is?
No.
Just that I was wrong.
Yeah, that's all.
That part's your fault.
In typical married life fashion, you're pointing out the fact that I was wrong negates the fact that you guys both were wrong before that.
Well, no, you're like, I don't know. Does daylight savings time happen?
And we weren't.
You clearly said we're the only ones that do daylight savings.
And we weren't wrong. We were mistaken.
This is Jenny.
And this is Cassie.
You're listening. It got weird.
Put the foam on top of your head.
Put the foam down because it doesn't change a damn thing.
You're not helping. Hold on.
I'm helping.
Okay. How does that sound?
Better.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Put the foam down and then do it again.
Better.
Oh, God. It sounds exactly the same. Cassie's taking like Instagram photos of this weird shit. You look like the guy that screams. You look like the guy on the History Channel show that goes, aliens.
Here we go.
Aliens.
All right. Welcome to It Got Weird. I'm Jenny. I am still married and living in the United States.
And this is Cassie, still in a happy relationship, living in Holland.
And if you have stumbled upon this is episode 37. Actually, we're not going to number it for iTunes, but you have found us. It is technically a marginally funny podcast that helps you get through life's weirdest moments.
With as much humor as possible.
And that annoying voice that you heard at the beginning.
Excuse me?
Oh, there it is. Yep, that one. The snippet. That is our producer, Brian.
Hello, ladies.
Hey, Brian.
Oh, God. We have so much to talk about. We've typed out a whole bunch of options of things to talk about, so we don't have a title. It's going to be lots of fun. Cass, what are you drinking right now?
Right now, I'm literally drinking bubble water with lime because I'll explain this later. But at dinner, I had 3 glasses of wine, and now I'm drinking bubble water so I can come down from all of that and sleep well because I have a big day tomorrow. So it's just bubble water. What are you drinking?
Same, sparkling water, but it is black cherry.
Ooh,
yeah, I've been doing the sober October with I've allocated 2 cheat days. I used a cheat day last weekend and it was hard. You said 3 glasses of wine. I had 3 drinks and thought I was going to need to go to the hospital.
Oh my God. The tolerance had weakened over the cleanse period.
Yeah. My kidneys, I think, were about to shut down immediately. They're like, bitch,
no, we don't want to.
Yeah, no, we don't want to do this. So you've been protecting us, and it was awful. It was awful in that sense, but it worked out really well that I just decided to continue to just switch over to water, and I had a blast.
That's good. Yeah, it's amazing how quickly that tolerance will shift on you.
Brian, what are you drinking?
I am sipping on the tears of my haters. Which should be a drink. I mean, they should actually, some alcohol company should make a drink, just make an alcohol called Tears of Your Haters or something.
I have
so well.
Instead of White Claw.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
If I could carbonate the tears of my hater, I would.
Hater? That sounded like singular.
I have a specific one recently.
There is a very highly specific one.
Oh.
Yeah, it's okay.
In our midst.
I'm like saying, if you only have one hater, you're not doing it right.
I'm sure we have a lot.
Sure,
don't pull us in on this. I'm saying if you have only one hater, you need to work harder.
Okay. I am positive I have more than one. I just have one that doesn't know better and has vocalized some things recently.
She'd be acting a fool.
It was minorly entertaining, and now it's just sad. So moving on. It's fine. It won't be the first person that dislikes me, but it's very
I think you meant it won't be the last person that dislikes me.
What did I say?
There it is.
You said it won't be the first person that dislikes me.
It's definitely not the last.
I'm like, we could just basically go through the last 36 episodes and identify a few of those.
Not the first, not the last.
Yeah, both.
Sorry, iTunes. We did 36 episodes before now, but we're not supposed to say that.
Yeah, exactly. Who's counting?
Hey, Jenny girl, you call me right now.
Am I?
Did you just butt dial while we're doing our podcast?
It wasn't my butt, but
who is it?
I don't.
Should I answer or no? Is that
no?
No.
Okay. I heard it ringing, and I'm like, who's ringing? God.
No, you're calling me.
I know. I was.
You're still calling me.
I shouldn't be.
So today's title of the episode is The Technology Challenged.
Oh no. Someone's going to look here for tips. We don't have any.
Why?
Oh, God.
Why does it do that?
So, do you have any awkward apologies, Cass?
Not really. Sorry for that phone call from Jenny's ass, but that's about it. I don't got anything else. I tried real hard to think of something, and I don't have capacity to be sorry right now. So I'll give you this time.
So my awkward apology, I think I need you guys to tell me, you're not going to think I should be sorry. I know you're not, but so last weekend, my crew from Florida came up to Kansas City for a perfectly timed wedding. And so we just also doubled that as a birthday weekend. So met my best friend Amber that's been on the show and her husband, and it was pretty much like a high school reunion, which was interesting. And I had
Amber's the one that Amber's pasties, right?
It's Nip Slips. Yep, Nip Slips, yes. And Dolly. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we lots of pictures over the weekends. Do not fret. And I had 2 drinks, and then we went to this bar. And I had my 3rd drink there and ran into quite a few kids that went to our high school and their wives. And one chick is very cute, very, very cute. And I forget that these people don't know me. Like some of the new wives, they don't know me. They don't know my personality or jokes. And the chick hands me her phone, and because someone says, "Oh, she's got the cutest kids." I'm like, "Oh, okay, let me see." And she hands me a picture of her kids, who are very cute. But she says, "Here are my 2 kids. She's 19 months and he's 23 months. I don't know. She's 9 months and he's 26 months." And I go, "Oh, honey, they're so cute. And you know what? I'm giving you permission. You don't have to do that anymore." And she's like, "What?" I'm like, "You don't have to do the months. You can just round that shit up now. I give you permission." She did not. Like, her face was like, I don't know if she's never been challenged in a comedic way, but her other friend was like, "Yes, that's so funny." And I offended her. And then I instantly was like, "You have not heard the podcast where we mentioned this, because if you had, this would have been a timely joke." And she didn't like that. And so, Lauren, I'm very sorry. You're lovely. Your children are beautiful, no matter how old they are. But yeah.
Yeah,
I think is it like the months thing, like after you, like over a year, like, yeah. I mean, you just go a year.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, is there any reason to keep counting months outside of like vaccination shots and things like that? Or
that was literally going to be my only excuse, was possibly for vaccinations.
Like how long do children breastfeed? They don't. Do they?
That's a personal choice.
I don't know.
My thought. Here's what I can say is, if you have a mouthful of teeth, I don't want you near my nipples.
So when do teeth come in?
Like, you have children, Brian.
I don't know these. I don't remember these things.
Suck his nipples.
It's not his nipples.
Teething? You don't remember your child going through teething? And how terrible that?
I thought it was like the terrible twos, right? I mean, is this when they start getting their teeth, or?
You get teeth at all different times, but usually like from 6 months to a year is going to be your big teething time frame.
So nobody's like still